What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas. Now, this week we are talking about expectations. Now, I was quite surprised with the sales this week. This week being the lead up to Christmas, I wasn't really expecting too much in the way of sales, in the way of revenue or anything like that, considering that most of the Australian postage cutoff was a lot earlier. I think Express was at the start of this week, and standard postage closed off a week and a half ago. I had no expectations really for this week, and that's really what I want to talk about, is because when we have expectations or when we don't have expectations, there's a few lessons that we can take away from this, and I want to share that with you. Of course, I'm going to touch on the progress for the week as well, and we'll go through some show and tell. So let's dive in. So the lesson for this week, expectations. Now, like anything in life, expectations can drive us through a bit of a mental roller coaster, whether it's of ups or downs, and sometimes there's going to be multiple results that we can land with when dealing with expectations. Sometimes we will hit expectations and we're going to be very, very happy. Sometimes we will miss the boat very clearly, and that can be very, very frustrating, and that's where we can feel down. But sometimes we can exceed those expectations as well, and that of course is really, really rewarding. But I think, if we break it down to help you understand just a bit more about expectations, they can both be positive and negative, as I've just shared with you, and which means they can have a reaction to us. That means it could be very, very motivating, or it can be very, very depressing in the sense that it slows us down, leads us to disappointment, and we can feel very, very frustrated. So it's very important to build a level of expectation or a lack of expectation when doing reselling, simply because if you expect that you're going to have the best week ever and you don't, well, you're going to be disappointed. But if you don't have any expectation, well, either way, you're going to do really, really well as an outcome. I'm not saying don't have expectations, I'm saying manage your expectations. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention was, expectations can be influenced by our own thoughts and our feelings as well. As I said before, as we set expectations, not only can that obviously give us a mental roller coaster, it also can give us a lot of pressure in how we go about operating and how we go about doing things. So again, if we have very, very high expectations, it can be a big motivator factor. It can put also a lot of pressure on us to actually perform, and sometimes it takes us through an emotional roller coaster of ups and downs when we don't get what we expected. The other thing is very similar to this, is expectations set by others. Sometimes we can take on what others are wanting or expecting of us, and we use that it can motivate us, encourage us, and influence us, but at the same time, it can be very, very unhealthy because you're being told and set of what your expectation should be when you have not even defined it. So that's something that you really need to make sure you understand, because this can create a lot of confusion, because you can chase a lot of things, but if it's not your purpose you're chasing, if it's not your intent that you're chasing and you're chasing someone else's, you can be very, very, discouraged or misaligned from actually what do you really want. And sometimes even when we have expectations set by someone else and you finish that, whatever it was that you were expected to do, and you don't feel the sense of achievement because it wasn't really what you wanted in the first place, that can be an interesting outcome as well. So it's just something to consider. And the other one is unrealistic and unclear expectations. Sometimes there's unstated expectations that we see from other people, or even me as a YouTuber, I have a responsibility and accountability to try and not push you and force you to do things that you don't want to do, but I'm here to give you the reality, here to share with you and help you make that decision yourself. So I don't want to be here saying you need to be doing this, but consider this. Understand this, make a decision for yourself. So I don't want to be setting any of those unrealistic expectations, but sometimes that can come along as well. So it's very important that we are very mindful about our expectations, that we set realistic expectations, but also that we set achievable goals when it really comes down to it. That's what we're trying to attain, or what we're trying to achieve or set out to do when it comes to expectations. So I just thought it was very interesting, and I wanted to share those insights with you this week, simply because I had some expectations this week. I had assumed that things would be very, very quiet. I'd assumed that maybe it would be slow. I wouldn't have many sales, especially for Christmas. But Christmas Day, I had my most sales for the week. I did my most revenue for the week. And that was really, really encouraging. And it's really, really uplifting. But you can't expect that every year, or you can't expect that to be every week, that it will follow the same pattern either. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because regardless if it's Christmas, regardless of whatever season or time it is of the year, expectations can become something which can be a challenge to do week in and week out, in terms of we can become emotionally attached to how we operate and what we're wanting to execute, or what we're wanting to see come out of our execution within the business. So just something that I wanted you to think about. I don't have the answer for this. You need to take away and understand, how are you setting expectations? How are you managing your expectations? And as I've done before, I've shared some things that I think we can all keep in mind and encourage ourselves with. I'm speaking to myself just as much. So I hope that gives you some insight. I wanted to keep it short and sweet with the lessons today. That aside, how did the week actually go? Well, I want to share with you some top items for the week, and then we'll dive into some details and progress of the week, and then some show and tell. So top item number 1 for this week was this Pokemon Platinum version on DS. Now this one, interesting story. It did come from that bulk media lot. It was just a case of manual only. I was actually finishing up cleaning out all the boxes and things, and I realized there was one box I had not opened. I had not checked it. For some reason, it was just put to the side somewhere. Anyway, I looked in there and I actually found a few more things which actually have sold this week. One of them was this Pokemon Platinum DS manual and case. I've sold this for $79.97. It only cost me, as an average cost of good, 28 cents. I've walked away with $56.70 after fees and postage. Top item number 2 for this week, in a similar situation as what I've just explained, this Nintendo DS Lite black with stylus, no charger, was also in that same box. Cost me 28 cents for an average cost of good because I got 10,000 bulk media. And I've sold this for $59.97. And after fees and postage, walked away with $40.20 back into my pocket. Top item number 3 for this week was this Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie novelization. This one I did pay $2.26 for, and I've been able to sell it all the way over to the US for $62.20. That includes postage to the US. And I've walked away with $27.06 after fees and postage. So always have some of these movie novels on international postage. Look, I would encourage you to have a lot of things on international postage, but I've made a bit of a difference in the postage savings as well. So pretty cool to see this one go out. The next one was this Mutant League Hockey Case Sega Genesis box and case only. This is the second time selling this. This one I got from the bulk media lot as well. Been able to sell it for $55.90, and it's also going overseas. I took an offer quite cheap. Usually, I think last time I sold this for $70 locally. This time I've sold it for $55.90. That's combined with postage international, and I've walked away with around $26.84 after fees and postage. And the final top item for the week, which was a new sealed complete Peter Rabbit library of 23 books. I got this one from Savers the other week, and this one cost me $2.71 as an average cost of good. Sold it for $45. I did have it up for $59, but with the spirit of Christmas, it sold on, I think it was sold on Christmas Day actually. I have sold it for $45, so after fees and postage, I've walked away with around $22.21. So that's all the top items that have sold this week. There has been a few other top items as well. Of course, I've just picked these ones out to share because they were just pretty cool. So in terms of the progress of the week, so week 102, we've had 42 sales, as I showed you before. The best of the sales have actually come through on Christmas Day, which was quite surprising. Margin was 51.5%, cost of goods $159. We did $1,601 in revenue, and profit has worked out to be about $825. I'm pretty happy with this. ASP $38.12, and average cycle time worked out to be about 73 days as a turnaround per item that has sold. Here's all the items that have been selling. As you can see, video games, DVDs, and books, toys, back to the usual kind of routine of what's been selling. Always very encouraging to see what's going out the door. All right, we're going to dive into some show and tell. I'll give you some updates on how things have been tracking, and then we'll wrap it up. Alright team, welcome to Monday, and today we are packing 24 items. I've already got them out. It's taken me 10 minutes and 2 seconds to get out. A couple of wrong SKUs again on the DVDs when I shuffle them over, but that's all good. We've got a few different things going out. We've got a few books, we've got some Lego, we've got lots of DVDs going out. These have gone as a bundle, these 3 here, but these ones are all just bread and butter, anywhere between $9 to $15. This is the watch that I've sold. Amiga watch actually, and he's gone for approximately $499. This guy went for about $109. I got this at the Ballarat when I was up there catching up with friends. A few more bread and butter. That guy's gone for like $39 or $49. Mega truckers. This was a quick pick the other day. More DVD. Lots of DVDs actually. They've gone for like $49. That's gone for like $25. It's gone for like $19. Oh, there's some damage on this book. That's not good. Gonna have to check that. This guy has gone out. That guy's gone out with this. There's a camera in there. Yeah, a few different things. So nothing crazy fancy, but still pretty cool. Appreciate you. Let's pack it all up. All right, team. 24 packages all done. Not too bad. All right, so it's taken us 1 hour and 5 minutes. I actually had one more package come through, so it was 25, but I didn't include that in the timing because literally after I finished, so I just quickly did that one then. So that time is purely for the ones that we started with. These guys have kept me company. In terms of productivity, today was pretty good. We've managed to do 65% productivity increase, and we're sitting at 46% overall, so not too bad. All right, team, it is Thursday, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to actually film today, just because I just want to get this stuff done. I've got an appointment, and it's Christmas period, so I've got to get lots of things done before Christmas. So I'm going to take you through all the stuff that I've got here. I might end up doing some stuff over there, but really this week is just really be about getting through it so I can take some time off. We've just pulled out, how many items was it? I think it was 21 items, and it took me $5.19. Here's all the goodies. We've got quite a few media going out. We've got this guy going out. All these DVDs, these all range from anywhere between $6 all the way up to like $29, I think it was. Got some Lego, we've got an R.M. Williams singlet going out. That's just the case only. This Bible sold, got it from Sabres just the other week. It's gone for $39. This guy's gone for a quick 40 or 50. He's gone for about 40. Bundle here for 29. These two have gone for around 30 something. Captain Planet, which is pretty cool. I think these two have gone together. Maybe it was these two that have gone together. Maybe it was these two. I don't know. Two of these are going together. We've got to double check. Sort of Pokemon card. He's pretty cool. He's not complete though. Yeah, that's it. Pretty happy with this. I'm going to get this all packed up. Then I'm going to try and do some stuff over here. I've got lots of clothes to do. All that is just clothes. It's crazy. And then wrap it up for the year, I think. So anyway, let's get cracking. All right, everything is packed up. Nice little stack here. We took exactly 46 minutes and 30 seconds, 0.76, which means our productivity is now up to 49.69%. Today's was really quick. A lot of DVDs, so they're really efficient, really quick. I'm gonna do some work over here. Less than an hour, so just see what I can bang out. And yeah, appreciate you. Alright team, I have done a whole bunch of different clothing just now. Whipped out, this is jeans, some pants, a skirt, and lots of shirts. I've done a total of 14, not the 15 because that's the finishing lap. I don't know how well you can see this, but 14 in a total of 36 minutes and 15 seconds. Best time was 1:28. Worst time was 4:12. So lots of opportunity here. Have this little here for put measurements, take a picture. Still getting things a bit better, but I'm definitely enjoying the jeans probably more than the shirts. I need to change this for the shirts because it's got that felt on it so it sticks to it, but the jeans it's really good for. So yeah, quick little update. I'm pretty happy with this. Howdy folks, Christmas Eve. It's dead quiet here today, and all ready for Christmas basically, so I figured I'd come here and bang out, you know, some photos. Got a whole bunch of new shorts here, not new shorts, like new shorts for me in terms of stock. We're going to start to just bang through these, see how long we got. I've actually got another tub there full of them, but today I'm just testing out shorts, seeing how that process goes, just getting set up, ready to rumble. Got to clear these out. Basically we'll just do a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and yeah, then we're good to go. I do have labels that I need to print out for these, but these are the leftovers from the other day. So let's see. I'll probably just spend a couple of hours here just bang through this, and then yeah, get back home and just relax for Christmas Eve. So why not? Let's bang it out. And also check out this bad boy over here. I'm going to take a picture of him a little later and store him up the back. He's not complete, but I do hear they go pretty well. So let's rock and roll. Okie dokie, all done. 1 hour and 28 minutes, and we've done a total of 38 items. Pretty good. Some of these were really quick. 1 minute and 37. The longest was 3 minutes and 25. So pretty happy with this. I'm going to pack up and head off now. And Christmas is tomorrow, so wish you Merry Christmas. By the time you're seeing this, you've already celebrated Christmas, but I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas. And yeah, really do appreciate you being here, so cheers. So there you go. This week has been, you know, just really focusing on just getting postage and packages out to customers. Some people did manage to get a few things that I bumped up to Express. Others, I think they're going to have to wait a bit longer just because the postage system is quite condensed up at this point in time. I also focused on, you know, as you could see, the jeans and the photographing and all that kind of jazz. And it's been really encouraging to see that progress and things moving in a better direction in terms of productivity, of how I'm being able to get that workflow happening. Of course, it's still early days, but I want to see how much further I can take that. Do you have any questions, comments? Chuck them down below. Otherwise, you have a wonderful day. Cheers.